Welcome back, fellow scientists, to Steins Gate 0, episode 2. I did not forget the 0 this time. Welcome back, everyone. So, in the last episode, we talked about an AI program called Amadeus, as you can see right down there, right here on screen. And we also talked about storing memories through data, which was something that was established in the previous Steins Gate game. Yes, Steins Gate 0 is a continuation for those that start on the second episode. Please be informed and don't spoil yourself. Anyway, we found out that Max Chrysos' memories are inside of Amadeus. And I'm low-key scared that Rintaro might go through an Amadeus Psychosis if he ever meets Chryso there and like actually gains a relationship with her again as an AI. And I will not accept that. If that is something that will happen, I do not accept that. Did I miss anything else? We have basically established in the last episode a baseline that is going to be built upon, a base theory that is going to be expanded throughout the game. At least, like, if we take the same structure as the previous Steins Gate game. The OG Steins Gate, okay? If it's the same structural storyline, then yes, we will develop on this AI. It will not go away. Amadeus will be an essential part of the story. Especially because Chryso is stored there. Will we actually meet Chryso? Like, through this AI program? We'll find out this episode, guys. I also have to look at the time, because the last episode was, again, very, very long. I apologize for that. I also have a drink with me this time. And this time, it is homemade peach juice from my mom. There are also ice cubes in there. Don't question why I drink cold beverages in winter. Anyway, let's continue. Max Chrysos' memories are stored in Amadeus. They're 8 months old though. 8 months ago, she stored all of her memories there. Don't ask Rintaro what kind of memories he's storing. You don't want to know. Honestly. Are we meeting her? There's no way. Is that where I cut off? Okay, thank God. Several days pass after the ATF party. Okay. 10 minutes from Ikebukuro via the express train. And then 10 minutes by bus from a station called Wako City in Saitama. Where are you going? The office I was looking for was on the second floor of a building right next to Riken. What office is he looking for? Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization. Japanese. Office prep room. Brain Science Research. What is Rintaro doing here? Hello? That was what the plate on the door said. To get in, you needed 3 types of special keys, plus a security card. How are you in here?
ここは
What are you doing here, bro?
各国の脳科学研究者が連携をして新しい機構を作る予定なの。私たちの研究所が主導してね。
So wait. Did Rintaro accept to be a test subject for this Amadeus AI and several days pass after that conversation? I think so, right? This is what we're here for, right? She let me inside. Oh my god. The office must have been newly rented. Most of the desks were still empty, showing no sign of ever having been used. Who's texting me? Hello? Oh shit, Ferris! The mysterious Sakatos have at last appeared at Akihabaranya? Nani? My god. This is one of the hidden doors of Akihabara that leads to the truth. Totally! Oh my god, what is Rintaro's interaction with Ferris? He kinda like, put away his Hoikyoma persona. If you know naught of it, then very well, yeah. It saddens me that we cannot journey together, but if my sacrifice shall put an end to this, then I go through the door with gladness. Wait. Like, oh my god, bro. This is a mess. The conversations will probably be very important if we follow Steins Gate logic. So I might need to save my game for every single text that we are getting. I hope that this won't become necessary if I try to get the true ending again in this game. God damn it. Anyway, the office must have been newly rented. Most of the desks were still empty, showing no sign of ever having been used. Okay. There wasn't even a whiteboard, which made the room look even more empty. There wasn't a lot of natural light. Maybe the windows were on the north side? The only illumination was from the overhead fluorescent lights. The room felt very cold. Not very inviting.
あくまでも準備室だから。
Future Gadget Laboratory looks more awesome, by the way. No one was sitting at any of the desks, but 2 of them had stuff on them. One of them was a mess, filled with notes, calculators, coffee cups, and supplement bottles. That was the one Maho sat down at! Oh my gosh, she is a mess. No wonder her hair's so frizzled and not combed, not really taken care of. Oh my god, she is a mess, girl! My god. Which meant the one that was neatly organized must belong to Dr. Leskin and Ryan? Ryan?
今日はオフ。
Well, it was Sunday.
君も？
ええ。そうじゃなかったら昼過ぎまで寝ていられるわけないでしょ。
Wow. Girl, what are you doing here on your day off? Hello? That's true. When I'd gone to pick her up from the hotel in Wako City, she'd come out of the room half asleep. This was the day that I was to meet Amadeus Psychosis. Oh my god. Maho had gone over the basics of being a tester on the way here. Essentially, Amadeus needed sample data for conversations, and they were going to give me an environment where I could talk to it at any time, 24 hours a day. Oh no, the Amadeus Psychosis is very real. Oh no. She didn't give me any details beyond that though. So I'll be able to talk to Amadeus Psychosis 24 hours a day, huh? This is bad. Rintaro has mental health issues, especially in connection to Krisu. You don't want to give him that. Don't give him all that.
あいつは
Oh my god.
クリスのアマデウスはここにいるのか？
ええ。
Oh shit. Maho nodded and gave me a glance.
あいつと呼んだわよね、今。
Yeah?
ああ。
So, what about it?
私が思っているよりもずっと親しかったのね、あなたたち。
God, if only you knew. I was a killer. I'll never tell you that though. Maybe my silence was an answer in itself. Mao's response was uncharacteristically hesitant. Okay, who the fuck's writing me? Okabe-san, may I have a minute of your time? Not today. Oh, is it important? I'm meeting someone right now. I'm meeting someone right now. Nai! You have other people to talk to? Hello? A guy? Why? Lukaku's still interested in us, even though Lukaku's a man, I think, in this timeline. No, I just got that feeling somehow. What? But he's a guy. Ah! Rintaro! Rintaro will never stop saying that. Oh my fuck. Oh, I see. That's right. Yes. Oh my god. That's right. Oh my god! Yes! I'm sorry. Goodbye! What was that? What was that? Hello? Am I having psychosis? No, I don't even know. Let me check what psychosis is so that I don't misuse that word actually. Oh, a severe mental condition in which thought and emotions are so affected that contact is lost with external reality. Basically, losing touch with your reality. Okay. Okay, got it. Never touching grass. I thought so, I just wanted to check. Mao's response was uncharacteristically hesitant.
だとしたら会うのはやめた方がいいかもしれないわよ。
Yeah.
どうしてだ？
相手が親しい人であればあるほどあのシステムは残酷だと思うから。
Yeah. She's not real, bro.
大丈夫だ。
Oh, damn. Oh, no.
わかった。もう言わない。その代わり一つ覚えておいて。ロードする記憶はクリスが最後に更新をした3月のデータをベースにしたものよ。
Okay.
だから3月以降、例えば彼女が日本に留学していた時のことを聞いても全く通じない。
I see. But can she learn? She's an artificial intelligence. Can she pick up data, even though Chris is not here to support it with memories? That's right, isn't it?
それに3月から今日までの間に私や教授が何度も起動してしまっているから。
Okay.
その度にクリスは、アマデウスの方のクリスね。彼女は元のクリスとは違う記憶を蓄積しているわ。
Okay, I love that. So the AI can create their own memories.
私たちが聞かせた話、ネットで検索した情報、新しく会話を交わした人たち、そういったものをね。
I wonder how much different she is from the Krisu we know. Yes? What are you thinking about?
つまりこれから会うのはあなたの友人だったマキセ・クリスではないということ。
Yeah, a complete stranger. It wouldn't have been that different if Krisu was actually alive. We didn't know her on this world time before her death, but still.
このシステムの問題点の一つなんだけれど、往々にしてこちら側、つまり人間の方が混乱してしまうのよ。
Well, no shit. Manifest your psychosis, bro.
まるで本当のクリスと今この瞬間にチャットでもしているような錯覚に陥るから。
Oh my god, this is gonna be a mess. This is gonna get fucked up real quick. So don't get reality and fantasy mixed up, I guess. Harder said than done, bro. You've been through a
共
lot.
有できていない記憶の齟齬に関してこちらの脳がついていけなくなってしまうのね。
I see. Memories that aren't shared. Now there's a feeling I knew well. Yeah? Reading Steiner. It was a power only I possessed, which made my memories different than those of the people around me. But it's not so different after all, because everyone has Reading Steiner.
案内してくれ。
Maho gave me a slight nod.
こっちよ。
Okay. She led me to the back of the room. There was a booth separated by a thick partition. I'm sorry. To get inside the booth, you needed a different card key than the one used to get into the room, as well as a security code.
ずいぶん厳重なんだな。
今の時代、産業スパイが一番恐ろしいの。
Ah. It's for money. Don't you get it? She entered the security code and unlocked the door.
どうぞ。
Thanks. Oh my god. Wow, this is the most depressing room I've ever seen in my life. The male living space. So sorry. The room was about 2.5 meters per side. At one end was a white desk, and above it was a PC with a built-in 30-inch screen monitor.
少しだけ後ろに座っていて。
There was a small sofa that let you sit behind the user and see what was happening on the screen. I sat there. Okay. Oh, we're gonna see Max Secris on screen, bro. Are you guys ready? I'm not prepared, bro. Maho powered on the PC and began to type. Amadeus Salieri user ID. What? A second later, the words Amadeus system appeared on screen. What is Salieri? Is that a reference to something? It probably is. I saw her put the ID in. Salieri. Salieri. Celery? Let me check. What is that? Tips. Antonio Salieri, an Italian composer who lived in the same time as Mozart. Salieri was court composer at Vienna for many years and taught many famous composers such as Beethoven, Schubert, and Liszt. Really? And I didn't know of him? God, guys, I suck at music history. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh my god. Guys, you are not here for big brain theories or big brain content, okay? This is smooth brain content, everyone, that you're witnessing right now, okay? Please keep that in mind watching this playthrough. Oh my god. Salieri and Amadeus, huh? I see him. I see him. God damn it, I should have known, bro. Latin for beloved of God and the middle name of the Austrian composer Mozart. There's also a play about Mozart that shares the same name, which went on to receive a movie adaptation. God damn it. God damn it, I should have known. Was there some meaning to that? Come to think of it, in the famous movie Amadeus, there was a character who was spiteful and jealous of Mozart's incredible talents, but who in the bottom of his heart admired him more than anyone else. I love me some toxic yaoi. I'm so sorry. That character's name was Salieri. Ooh.
パスワードは見ないで。
Oops. Maho moves her body to hide her hands. Sorry, I looked away. She finished logging into that system and a simple bare command prompt appeared on screen.
準備はいい？
No, I could never be ready. I'm sorry, I have an ice cube in my mouth. Here we go. Maho entered several commands at the prompt. Oh
ごめんな
shit.
さい。ここはちょっと見せられないの。
Okay.
まあ、俺が見たところでさっぱりだけどな。
Yeah, I'm sure. He's not the hacker man. He's not Daru, okay?
でも一応ね。
Nah, you know how it is, do I? She turned off the monitor. Then she spun around to face me. I'm nervous. I'm shitting myself. I suddenly realized I was clenching my fists. How long had I been doing that? My hands were sweaty and there was a red spot at the base of my thumb where my nails had dug in. Was I more nervous than I realized? He's not mentally stable for this conversation with Chryso right now with Amadeus. He's not ready whatsoever.
どうしたの？
いや、今になってちょっとおじけづいてきた。
Yeah, I can't blame him. I also thought like the connection between Salieri and Mozart. Maybe Mozart is Chryso and Salieri is Maho, right? Maybe Maho is jealous of Chryso but also very much admires her. I don't know if that is their relationship. It could refer to both of them since both of them have a Amadeus AI model. So, I don't know, maybe more people have a model here. No, only those, right? Only 2 researchers, right? Her and Chryso.
まだ間に合うわよ。今すぐここから出ていけばいいわ。
He will never.
意地が悪いな。
そう？あなたのこと心配してあげてるのに。
Yeah, that's fair. Everyone should be worried. Hello?
だったらもう少しそれらしい言い方をした方がいい。クリスといい君といい実験大好きっ子は。
For a second, the old joking me was about to come back. Oh my god. I quickly changed the subject. Holy shit.
実験ばかりに明け暮れているやつは可愛げがない。
He won't bring his old self back. Is he afraid to get hurt again? If he's not a stone cold bitch and maybe a little softer, is he scared to get hurt? Is it a coping mechanism? I'm psycho-analyzing this guy without having any, like, actual, you know, training in this. Armchair psychologists all over the world are very happy.
今の発言は明らかに誹謗中傷ね。侮辱罪で訴えてあげてもいいわ。
What do you mean? That was a joke?
やめてくれ、恐ろしい。
Oh my god.
いい弁護士を知っているから、
Okay.
紹介してあげましょうか。
No, thank you.
その前に告訴を取り下げてくれ。
Yeah?
示談に持ち込もうというのなら、それ相応の金額は覚悟することね。
Women.
後で毒ペンを怒るから。
Ah, just drink Dr. Pepper.
安い。
Oh my god! I heard a small sound from the back of her throat. She's making fun of me. I guess she was laughing. I guess. Normally I'd find that irritating, but strangely coming from the girl in front of me, no. She was a grown woman, actually. I didn't. This is still bothering me so much, but you know. Here Jomaho was very strong-willed, with the prickliness and short temper unique to scientists. She always seemed to be a little upset about something. But maybe she wasn't that bad. Oh, I see. Maho. She's a lot like Chryso. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, bro. The woman he loved. Oh, no. This is bad. Oh, my god. Oh, my god. When I first met Chryso, she was like that. Arrogant, rude, never willing to change her mind. Stubborn, hard-headed, and always ready to confront you with raised eyebrows whenever you said something she didn't like. I truly thought I'd never seen a more unlikable woman. How the turns have tables. But despite my first impression on this inside, she turned out to be fragile, easily hurt, and so kind and so lovable. Oh my fucking god.
何がおかしいんです、先輩。
Huh? Oh no, it's Amadeus, bitch! I suddenly heard the girl's voice from the speaker. Here we fucking go. Senpai. I found myself jumping off the sofa. I knew this voice. I couldn't forget it. I could never. Maho turned on the monitor. Oh my god. The girl I'd never forgotten appeared on the screen. Maybe it was based off her appearance at the brain science lab. Because she was wearing a white lab coat. The PC's camera turned toward me on its own. Who are you? Yeah.
そちらの方は
Wouldn't you like to know? Maho was introducing me, but I didn't hear anything she was saying. Yup, this is bad. This is very, very awful for Rintaro's mental health. Get him the fuck out of here. Oh my god. I simply stared entranced. Oh my god, like a child watching Cocomelon for the first time. This is bad. Oh my god. I wanted to reach out my hands. I wanted to touch her. She was right there. That's not her, bro! Oh no.
Okabe Rintaro-san. Hajimemashite. Makise Chris desu.
Rintaro-san. She never called us that.
Douzo yoroshiku.
This is bad. Oh, fuck my life. Oh, this is bad. Here we go. This is so tragic. The piano in the background. Whoa! Is the world coming to shit or something? The multiple timelines and the Steins gate. Here we go. Oh my god. Hello? Wow, fettes. Yo, Luca looks sick. Holy shit. Okay, this is Suzuha. But who that? Is that also Suzuha? I don't know. Upa. Who the fuck are you? Is that Nae? With the thingies? God, the music is always such a banger, bro. Holy shit. Amane Yuki. Amadeus on our contact list. Oh my god, so many versions of them. She's not real, bro! She's not real! Steins Gate 0, everyone. Holy shit. Holy shit. Nah, that's crazy. Oh my god, cleared missing link. Okay, we got the prologue. Closed epigraph. Epigraph of the closed curve. Wait? What do you mean? Hello? Where am I? Psychologist? Oh my god, am I at my psychiatrist appointment? There's no way. I really love this game. It has a mature undertone. And the intro of this game is very like somber melancholy. Just like, you know, from the piano and stuff, from the sad like tones of the intro. It's gonna be very depressing, everyone. Yup, I fucking knew it! Okay. Hi, Mr. Psychologist, what's up? Okay. I love my past. Okay. Am I in hell? I was dreaming. Daydreaming. I was aware that I was lying on a big sofa undergoing counseling. I tried my best to stay calm and imagine what the psychologist was telling me. Red. Oh my god, I knew it! Guys, I knew it. Yeah. Nope. That's a difficult question. Oh. Yeah. In this world line, they don't know each other. Yeah. My obsession. Memories came flooding back into my mind like a geyser. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Oh no! He has been through so much. I love how they take Rintaro's mental health issues very seriously, because it's realistic that he would develop mental health issues after going through the first game. I love that they pick up on that and continue that on, how he's dealing with this. Yeah. Oh man. And leave me to die. For mine as well. Oh fuck. Oh boy, and how he remembers you. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god. I don't want to die. This is the most upsetting part to me. Oh my god, she had so much going for her. And Rintaro took that away from her even though he didn't want that to happen.
Okabe-san.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
いいですか？私があなたの肩を叩きます。それを合図に意識がはっきりしてきますから。
Okay.
3、2、1、はい。
There was a loud sound, then I felt an impact on my shoulders. Kuriso's suffering face disappeared instantly, and I could feel my consciousness awakening. Holy fuck. Oh! I feel so awful for him. He's going through so much. I can't believe how much my mind changed for Okabe Rintaro. Like, I hated him at first. I really despised him. Then I grew to like him. Then I went through the same suffering as him. And now I'm still watching him suffer. As a consequence of something he couldn't control. Of time traveling. Oh my fucking god. I stood up off the sofa. I felt dizzy and almost fell over.
大丈夫ですか?
He's not good.
少し休んでいてください。今、タオルを持ってきますから。
Oh my god. The psychologist left the room. I realized I was soaked in sweat. The air conditioner was working, so I could tell it wasn't from the heat. Oh my god. It was the first time I tried hypnotherapy at a mental health clinic. Hypnotherapy is when you hypnotize someone, right, into like remembering stuff and going through trauma. A method of therapy in which the patient is placed in a hypnotic state and the therapist acts directly on their subconscious mind in order to soothe the psychological traumas that led to their mental illness. In Japan, there's no official government certification system for hypnotherapy, but therapeutic associations do offer their own certifications. Certified hypnotherapists are sometimes called hypnosis technicians in Japan. Okay. Holy fuck. Oh my god. My body felt strangely heavy. Yeah, exhaustion. When I go outside, it was night. It was almost December and the wind was cold. Whoa! Yo! Mayuri looks so much more different. Didn't only 6 months pass? Shina Mayuri asked me gently. Mayuri was a high school student and my childhood friend. She'd come with me to counseling today. I told her I didn't need her to, but she'd left school early to come. All I ever did was make her worry. Especially now when you have mental health issues, of course she wants to help you. She wants to give you strength to go through this. Around 3 months ago, my one obsession had been saving her. To me, she had always been someone I had to protect. And now she was worried about me. It was only because of Mayuri's recommendation that I tried counseling. Good job, Mayuri. He really needs this counseling. I can open up Amadeus anytime? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Got a sec. Uncle. She's still calling me uncle. Okay. Listen, what do you think I should do about mom and dad? What do you mean? I just can't see them getting together like this. Well, you're right. Uncle Ocarina, is there anything you can do? You know, there's nothing I can do to help with that. You're right, yeah. It kind of hurts that you just gave up that easily. It doesn't seem to be your kind of thing, yeah? Okay. So, Suzuha does know who her mom is. I also most likely know who her mom is. Before I open up this Amadeus app, I have to save my game. Just in case. And let me try opening this up. I can't. Not right now. Who is this Amane Yuki person? I don't know. Maho is also in my contact list now. Okay. Got it. Let's continue.
まあ、大したことないってさ。
Oh, it's awful, Mayuri. You don't even know. I told her a small lie to make her feel better. In actuality, they told me I had suffered serious trauma. They'd stopped the hypnotherapy and given me a course of counseling and drugs. Now they wanted to wait to see the results. Basically, they decided there was nothing to do but to treat my symptoms and wait for it to heal naturally. Holy fuck. I couldn't tell if what Maho had shown me yesterday was having an effect. Oh, he will have so many mental illnesses. I underwent treatment without telling the psychologist about the time machine, or the world lines, or most of the things that had happened. So maybe there was no way for them to make a proper diagnosis. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. There's no way they can, like, actually filter out what the cause was. Maybe time traveling itself made him more vulnerable to develop a mental illness. I don't know. Holy fuck. In any event, I decided not to think too much about the results.
なあ、まゆり。夕飯、これからだろ。何か食べに行くか。おごるぞ。
ああ、それなら秋葉原に行ってもいいかな。
はあ。
ルカ君とフェリスちゃんがね、久々にオカリンに会いたいって。
Oh man, we aren't going to the laboratory anymore, that's true. To the gadget lab. Akihabara, huh? The clinic was within walking distance of my house. Akihabara was much farther away. Isn't he living in Ikebukuro? I think he is. But even so, I couldn't turn down Mayuri's request. Well, we are meeting old friends. And also going through a mental health crisis. Oh my god, the same background as in the first game! Until the events of the summer, I'd gone there almost every day. In fact, I practically lived there. Lately, I only went 3 times a week at the absolute most. And then only to go shopping on the way home from school. We went out into the plaza in front of the station. Just like in Ikebukuro, even though it was only a month until Christmas, there were barely any decorations. I was sure the whole place would be covered in them the minute it was December 1st. Eventually, I was sure to see maids in Santa outfits.
秋葉原でチラシを配るサンタ服を着たメイドか。
Yeah. Akihabara could be really weird. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh my god, her signature line. Whoa! Guys, Ferris is getting more and more Delulu in her catgirl fantasy, I see. Lukaku looks awesome, by the way. Also, why is she wearing such a cat costume? Her delusions are crazy. Oh my god. Hi. Ferris and Luca must have been waiting. They ran over as soon as they saw us. Hello, everyone. Oh my god. Ferris Nyanya jumped at me without the slightest hesitation. She was a maid, and Ferris wasn't her real name. I knew her real name, but if I didn't call her Ferris at all times, even when she wasn't working, she'd get mad at me. She was wearing the same outfit she always wore, her work clothes from her job at the maid cafe, May Queen Nyanya. She was May Queen going to switch to Santa outfits soon? Oh my god. Fanboys are going to kill you, Rintaro, let's go. I tried to pull Ferris off me, but it wasn't working. Maybe I should just steal the cat ears off her head. Oh no. Oh my god.
京馬っていうのもやめてくれって。
Yeah, he's not Kyoma anymore.
なんで
Oh man.
あの名前は黒歴史だからだ。
To my dark past? Yes, the dark past, everyone. Tips. An embarrassing part of your history that you would rather not talk about and that you wish was forgotten. Its origin can be found in a certain famous mecha anime. Okay, interesting. Your dark past. Ferris looked upset, but I decided to ignore her. Hoen Kyoma was part of a past I'd sealed away. Part of a more carefree past. I decided to pretend he never existed. He had meddled with the forbidden invention called the time machine, and as a result, the symptoms that ruled the world had punished him. The systems! God, I can't read, I'm so sorry. He dashed the hopes of many, lost the life of someone he cared for, and his heart had suffered grievous wounds. He must never be awakened again. Damn. I didn't need him anymore. I don't know.
そりゃ岡部とか。
Okanin!
やっぱりオカリンって呼ぶのが可愛くていいんじゃないかな。
Oh my god.
ねえフェリスちゃん。
By the way, Ferris was what Mayuri calls Ferris. I see with an E. She claims it was easier to pronounce or something like that.
マユシーが言うならこれからそう呼ぶにゃ。なんだか違和感あるけど。
She looked unsatisfied, but she backed away.
ルカ子も久しぶりだな。
はい。
Oh my god, Lukako is still as cute as ever. Oh my god. Lukako smiled happily. He always looked as beautiful as a pretty girl, but he was a guy. Yeah, but he's a guy. He was a classmate of Mayuri's and could often be seen helping at the Yanabayashi shrine where his family lived. I probably shouldn't call him Lukako. Just like I told Ferris not to call me Kyoma. He had his own name, Urushibara Luka. But calling Lukaku Luka after all this time, that would be really embarrassing!
なんだかとても懐かしいような気がします。
Yes. Yes, he has kinda low-key been avoiding Akihabara, probably.
僕、時々ラボに顔を出すんですけど、岡部さん、最近あんまり来ていませんよね。
Yeah, yeah.
大学のゼミが忙しいんだ。
Totally.
ATF の準備もあったしな。
Totally. Even after that was done, I'd been busy with Maho and Dr. Leskinen, and then Amadeus. I hadn't had a chance to rest. I see, I was always actually busy. Look at them! They've grown up in the last 3 months. But I avoided mentioning that to them.
あと、サークル活動もしてるしな。
Oh.
サークルに入ったんですか？何のサークルかにゃ？やっぱり UFO とか ユーマとか。
Oh my god, no! Who do you guys think I am? I'm Hoen Kyoma! Hoen Kyoma died in this game. I'm so sorry, everyone. I guess I hadn't told them then. Mayuri, I'm pretty sure I told her. As the two of them looked at me with wide eyes, I cracked a knowing smile and puffed up my chest.
テニスサークルだ。
Tennis club? That's surprisingly mature of him. Also, he still has a kind of knack for theatrics. He's still puffing out his chest and stuff, you know? A little bit of Hoen Kyoma is still in him, is still a part of him, even though he suppresses it. The people around us all turned to stare at Ferris and Luca. I don't actually. Why? Yeah, actually, why? Probably not. He is the unfittest guy I know.
初心者に決まっているだろう。
I see. I may not look it, but I'm terrible at sport. Yes, you are. And your stamina is also very shit. I'm confident I lose to Mayuri at distance running, yeah?
話せば長くなるんだが。
Actually?
大学のゼミの准教授がテニスサークルの顧問なんだ。それで勧誘された。
Ah.
一つも長くないにゃ。
Yeah.
まあ聞けって。相手は一応世話になっている人だし、サークルに顔を出してみたんだ。
Ah.
そうしたら なんと俺にはテニスの才能があるらしくてな。
Totally.
初心者にもかかわらず会員相手に連戦連勝だったんだ。
I don't think so.
どうだ、大したもんだろ。
His Hoinkyoma's coming out.
岡部さんってやっぱりすごいです。
Oh my god, of course Luca is instantly believing him.
こんなことならプロテニスプレイヤーを目指しておけばよかったかな。
Oh, haha.
目指せウィンブルドンだね。
Wimbledon?
どうしたフェイリス、頭でも痛いのか。
What?
どこからどう突っ込めばいいのやら。どう考えてもサークルの会員数を増やすための罠じゃないかにゃ。
Oh my god! Are they actually buttering up Rintaro so that he stays there even though he's shit?
はっきり言うなよ。
Oh my god.
俺もうすうすそうじゃないかと思ってたけど、考えないようにしてるんだから。
I see you.
でもみんないい人ばっかりなんだぞ。
Aww. That's
じゃ
weird.
あサークルの練習が忙しいんですね。
Hmm.
いや、練習はあんまりしてないかな。
I thought so.
じゃあ一体何してるにゃ。
You don't wanna know.
合コンとか。
When? When? Matchmaking part? Huh? Their shows filled the whole street, and once again people turned around to stare.
そんなに驚くことないだろう。
What the fuck?
俺だって普通の大学生なんだから。
Huh?
そうですよね。すみません。
What the fuck?
でも、
Yeah? Luca was fidgeting like he wanted to say something.
フェイリスというものがありながら、他の女の子たちと楽しく合コン。
Oh my god. Please, please, please.
勘違いする
Women.
なよ。俺は女の子なんか別に。
When? In fact, I went along with the rest of the club, but there really wasn't any place for a wannabe normie like myself. There was no way I could keep up with the conversations that the, well, normal normies had. Where the other men and women were having fun, I would just kind of sit there. He's an outcast, a social outcast, wow. A matchmaking party was a challenge far beyond my capabilities. I wasn't going to tell Ferris and Luca that though. Well, he wanted to stay cool.
いいなあ。マユシーもオカリンと合コンしたいのです。
Huh?
何？
Maddie wanted to do what? Is she old enough to be interested in that sort of thing? Bro, yeah?
だってみんなで楽しくパーティーするんでしょ。
Oh. Evidently not. Okay, she doesn't know what that is. Got it?
間違ってはいないけど、なんだか微妙にニュアンスが違う気がするにゃ。
Uh-huh.
場所はラボでいいかな。
Oh my
ル
god!
カ君とフェリスちゃんはもちろん参加ね。
We only have 3 guys.
ハル君やナエちゃんやスズ
Nae-chan. Huh. Mairi turned to me with a guilty look. Suzu-san, huh? Amane Suzuha, also known as John Taito, a time traveler from the year 2036. A true warrior who was still fighting even as I was trying my best to give up. I'd barely seen her since summer. I was avoiding her, yes, because she thinks you have a mission. Part of the reason I'd stopped going to the lab was that she spent all her time there now. Oh. Until a month or so ago, just hearing Suza's name was enough to cause flashbacks, and it was all I could do to endure them. I see, so it's not because she might pressure him to fulfill his mission, but it's because she reminds of a past you'd rather forget. Damn, after 3 months I could finally stand to hear her name. But I didn't think I could keep it together if I met her in person. Of course it wasn't her fault, and I wasn't blaming her. So I didn't want her to blame me. She'd never come out and say it, but when she looked at me with that razor-sharp glint in her eyes, I felt something like guilt. Yeah, he's not fulfilling his mission.
あのね、みんな。
ん？
マユシーね、ダル君と一緒に考えてる オペレーションがあるんだ。
Okay.
オペレーション
Operation what name? It sounded like something the old me would have done, yeah.
っていうと、どんな作戦かにゃ？すずさんを笑顔にしよう大作戦。
Oh my god. Why was Mairi talking about this out of the blue? No, maybe it wasn't out of the blue. She might have been thinking about it for a long time. So I decided to respond as cheerful as I could.
聞かせてくれよ、マユリ。
あ
マユシーは思うんだ。すずさんって普段は怖いけど本当はすっごく優しい人なんじゃないかな。
Yes, yes, I think so too.
ラボにいる時にね、マユシーがソファーでうとうとしちゃうといつの間にかタオルケットがかかってたりするの。
Cute.
すずさんに聞いてもそんなの知らないとしか言わないんだけど。
Another tsundere, there's no way.
僕もそういうことありました。
Damn.
以前お父さんに買い物を頼まれて、その帰りに荷物が重くて困っていたんです。そうしたら天音さんが通りかかって何も言わずに持ってくださったんですよ。
Damn.
へえ、初耳だな。
こんなこと当たり前だから誰にも言うなって。
Yep, it's tsundere through and through. Here we go.
言っちゃいましたけど。
Oh my god.
そっか。
Oh man. Rintaro doesn't know because he isn't hanging out as much with this Suzuha. In the alpha world, then she was a cheerful girl who smiled at everyone and who loved to go mountain biking. Yeah. Oh shit. But in this worldline, she wasn't the type who smiled a lot. This was partially due to the way she'd grown up. I'd heard about it firsthand from Daru, but because of the universal conscription program that started after World War III broke out, she'd been forced to undergo military training ever since she was in middle school. And after that, she'd joined up with the anti-government forces and gotten caught in a terrible struggle. After that, he said she'd never really smile. Why does Daru know all of that?
だからね、すずさんを本当の笑顔にしたいのです。
Also, doesn't Daru know that that is his daughter? He must know because Suza mentioned it.
なるほどな。
で、具体的には何をするのかにゃ？クリスマスパーティーだよ。
Let's go.
クリスマスパーティー？
Let's go! We all spoke in unison.
もうすぐクリスマスでしょ。すずさんね、そういうパーティーをやったことがないんだって。
I mean, it's not even December yet, but I guess it's better to plan early than to plan late, so...
だからマユシーはすずさんにそれをプレゼントしようと思ってるんだ。
Huh. Ferris and Luca nodded at almost the exact same time.
その話乗ったにゃ。
Let's go.
僕も。
Hell yeah.
ありがとう。
Lab mems getting together. Almost all of them. Don't remind me.
オカリンも参加してくれる？
I don't know if he can stand looking at her.
そうだな。
ダメかな。
俺はともかく鈴葉が嫌がるんじゃないか。
Ha. I was never going back to the past. I still couldn't forget the look on Suza's face when I told her that. It was an expression filled with anger and despair. She must have felt like her last, most desperate hope was crumbling away right in front of her eyes. Rintaro's her only hope, and he left her. Maybe Rintaro's also projecting, maybe she doesn't feel as harshly about this as he imagines, but I don't know. The words she'd said to me then were still sharp thorns lodged in my heart. Yeah.
鈴葉は俺を嫌ってるし。
マユシーはそうは思わないよ。
Her intuition is usually correct.
すずさんはね、オカリンを怒っちゃったこと後悔してるんじゃないかな。 その気持ちを素直に言えないんだと思うのです。
I see you.
そうだろうか。
きっとそうだよ。
Aww. I couldn't turn her down after Mayuri said that.
わかった。
Nice.
少し考えてみるよ。
Man, Rintaro really needs some kind of normalcy into his life. He must not isolate himself from his friend group in such a, like, critical mental state. Nice. What a reliable friend. Yeah. There was a bit of hesitation in Luca's voice. Oh. Evidently Luca had heard about my counseling from Mayuri. Maybe he'd wanted to see me because he was worried about how it went. I guess I'm making Luca and Ferris worry too. In this wordline, they hadn't joined the lab, but even so, they were still dear friends. Yeah.
催眠療法というのは初体験だったが、なかなか興味深かったな。
Interesting is a word for it.
俺は今まで催眠術なんかにはかからないと思ってたよ。驚いた。
I see him.
かかっちゃったんですか？
見事にな。
へえ。そういうルカニャンも催眠術とかすぐにかかりそうだにゃ。
What do you mean? Hello?
そんな。
Oh my god. Instantly hypnotized.
確かに。速攻でやられるだろうな。
I love how Rintaro's voice delivery is like softer now. Softer, more tired, but also more genuine. Luca would believe anything you told him. Very like fragile is what I meant to say by that. Oh my god, very gullible. Anyway, there was no point in standing around forever. I was getting hungry and it was time to find some place to eat. Let's go, friends.
なあ、お前たち何が食べたい？おごるぞ。
We decided to head towards Yodobashi. There were a lot of restaurants there, so it was perfect. Nice. Oh my god. No problem. Please don't eat too much. Chicken? Oh my god, I would love some chicken. Hell yeah, if it works. I walked behind the three of them. Oh no. And I thought to myself, what would it be like if Kurisu were here? Will he ever get over Kurisu? I don't think so, because Amadeus is sitting heavy in my pocket right now, on my phone. This bad. I tried my hardest for the past few months not to think about her, but was it because of my experience yesterday that I did anyway? The expressions and little mannerisms I'd seen yesterday. The voice, the way she'd walked. I remembered. I remembered my conversation with her, with Amadeus.
Okabe Rintaroさん。はじめまして。牧瀬クリスです。
Oh my god.
どうぞよろしく。
I couldn't respond at all. Something felt slightly off about the way Kurisu moved on the screen. But it was really slight. I'd get used to it soon. Oh no! Oh no, the span. More importantly, the voice and the way she spoke were exactly like the real Kurisu. I almost cried. Oh my fucking god, this bad. And it was all I could do to stop from breaking down. Oh my god, this is bad. This is bad for his mental health.
先輩、そちらは深夜というわけではないですよね。
The camera on the PC switched from me to Maho.
ええ、違うけれどなぜ？
お二人とももしかして眠いのではないかと。
Huh? Was she talking about the fact that I didn't respond to her introduction?
私はさっきまで寝ていたけれど、今はもうしゃっきり目が覚めているわ。
Huh?
だらしないのは相変わらずですね。
はあ！
失礼なことを言わないで。
Oh my god.
では先輩、もう一つ質問しても？
ええ、何？
岡部倫太郎さんとはどういう関係ですか？
Why are you interested in that?
この前の ATF セミナーに参加してくれた学生よ。なかなか研究熱心だと思ったから連れてきたの。
Huh, yeah. Maho decided not to tell Amadeus that I was a friend of Krise's before she died. Yeah, it's honestly for the best. Why, I wonder? Did she not want Amadeus to find out? Or was I supposed to tell her myself? I don't think it's good to tell her.
先輩にそう言われるなんて大したものですね。
Haha. The Kurisu on the screen turned to me and smiled.
その
Uh-oh. Calm down.
岡部さん、専攻はやはり脳科学ですか？
Nope.
それは
The words got stuck in my throat. I said calm down. You know this is just a program. He doesn't know! He won't forget! Oh no! Amadeus Psychosis, the episode. Oh my god. And his declining mental health. Her words, her appearance, even the conversations she's having with you right now, they're all artificial. But even though I knew that, I still couldn't speak. I had no idea what to say. And more than that, the words, "It's a pleasure to meet you," hit me harder than I thought they would. Oh, this is bad. This was the Krisa I'd spent those 3 weeks with. Maho had told me this ahead of time, and I thought I understood it, but hearing it for myself hurt more than I imagined. I regretted not taking my anxiety meds, but it was too late now. My heart rate soared and my breathing became irregular. My head was spinning and the corners of my vision were beginning to dim. At some points, my lips had completely gone dry.
どうかしました？岡部さん。
He is having a panic attack right now. Kurisu sounded very... That voice software must be pretty good if it could handle nuances like that.
彼の専攻は脳科学ではないわ。だけど、私たちの研究にとても興味があるんですって。
そうなんですか。
デスキネン教授も気に入ってるみたいだし、いずれは
Oh my
私の
god.
助手にでもしてやろうかと思っているところよ。
We are the assistant now, ladies and gentlemen, not Kurisu. Oh my god. Since when, by the way? She never mentioned that before. My head snapped up in surprise at Maho's bizarre statement. Me? Maho's assistant? Then I'd go to Victor Condria University, huh?
あら、お気に召さない？
I never said
と
that.
か召さないとかそういう問題じゃなくて
Yeah.
ま、冗談だけれどね。
Ah, unfortunate.
冗談
もしかして本気にした？
Yeah, maybe? Oh my god, he's disappointed.
信じちゃいない
Totally not, guys, right? I wasn't going to tell her that I almost did. Mm-hmm.
そう。でも、もっともっと勉強してくれれば、あながち冗談じゃなくなるかもしれないわよ。
Uh-huh.
仮にそうだとしてもレスキネン教授の助手がいい
Oh my god! Roasted. This was my way of getting back at her.
教授の助手って思っている以上に大変よ。あの方は本当に子供だから。
Haha! Oh my god. As she spoke, she quietly came over next to me and tapped me on the arm a few times. I see, so that was it. She was making a joke to try and calm me down. That is very smooth. Holy shit. Damn, Maho, I didn't know you had tricks up your sleeve like that.
悪かった
Oh man.
ありがとう
何のことかしら？
Yeah, she doesn't want Krisa to know that. I didn't think subtlety was a thing. Maybe I was wrong?
先輩、ちょっと。
Huh? Krisa beckoned to Maho from within the screen in a very human manner. This is bad. The more human she is, the more Rintaro has... The more paths Rintaro has to be more delusional and to escape. Because escape is always his coping mechanism. Escaping is reality. Escaping, like, you know, finding some kind of escape to deal with mental burdens. So don't give him something like a Krisa AI for his escapism. This is bad. This is bad. I can't believe this.
スピーカーに寄ってください。
Uh-huh. Maho moved her ear closer to the speaker. I was just thinking about how weird it was when... Huh? Maho suddenly turned bright red and shouted at the screen.
そんなわけないでしょ。何を言ってるのあなた。
Huh?
そんなに照れなくても。
Huh?
照れてるわけじゃないわ。とにかく、お
What
かしなことを言うのはやめて。
What do you mean?
そうですか？
そうです。
Mm-hmm.
一体何の話を
Probably something about having a crush on you, okay? It was obvious that Kurisu had whispered something to Maho. What did she say? Maho glanced at me. Yeah? Oh no. And for some reason she blushed and turned away. Well, your mental illness is so attractive. I'm sorry. Oh, I see. From the way Maho was acting and what I knew about Kurisu, there was only one possibility. Oh my, here we are back in the mainstream women shit. I whispered a name I'd often teased Kurisu with and suddenly felt a lot better. She must have said something stupid like you two make a good couple, or you finally found a man, huh? The way she looked at a boy and girl holding a friendly conversation and immediately assumed they were dating was just like the Kurisu I knew. Sheesh, what a system, yeah. It didn't need to be that true to her personality, did it? I chuckled. Oh my god. I wonder if this Kurisu also browses Edge channel when Maho and the professor aren't looking. He's crashing out. Knowing her, definitely. She's probably commenting on threads too. I remember Kurisu once browsed Edge channel on the Future Gadget Laboratory's computer when she knew nobody else was around. I also remember. What's with that track? Uh-huh. What's with this Animal Crossing soundtrack, bro? Oh my god. Here we go. Ah! God, how I miss Okabe Rintaro. The old Okabe Rintaro, aka Hoen Kyoma. How I miss him. Ah! Yeah. He could smell the Edge channel, the weep on you. And every weep is stinky, according to Kurisu. Just so, Yeah, this is the same. Yeah, I remember this conversation. Your soul's power level, huh? Oh man. My silly remarks seem to have a much deeper meaning now. Was the girl in front of me one day going to, as Dr. Leskinen had said, become a real artificial soul? Oh no. When that happens, what are we supposed to call a soul that still existed in this world after the body was gone? Not dead or alive, but something in between. This wasn't science anymore, it was philosophy, or maybe even religion. Morality? This bad.
What
did I come here for? I forgot. Oh, please, please. Don't do that. Ah! Instantly! Oh my god, giving in. Kurisu quickly bowed head. I bet back when Kurisu was still alive, she had conversations like this with Maho every day. I'm sure Dr. Leskinen had a lot of fun watching them. It was actually kind of cute! Oh my god. Uh-huh. Sure.
Oh.
If he can get through this without having another panic attack. Maho offered me the seat in front of the PC. Kurisu's face was on the monitor right in front of me. When our eyes met, she smiled a little. I didn't know this was how she treated people when she first met them. Our first meeting was kinda, you know. But then I remembered that my first meeting with Kurisu in the Alpha Worldline went about as badly as it possibly could have. I realized that her pricky attitude toward me could have been unusual for her. I didn't realize this, probably what he said. This wasn't good. I was remembering every moment I'd ever spent with Kurisu. I couldn't think of what to say. And then the next words that came out of my mouth were... Oh my god. That was what I'd once argued about with Chris on another world line. In the end, I lost the argument completely.
はい。
え
Even Mao was like, dude, what the fuck?
タイムマシーンですか？
Yeah. Yeah.
何の話を始めるのかと思ったら
I'm a time traveler, by the way. I'm a time traveler. I'm not crazy.
ただのテストだよ。思考実験ができるかどうかっていう。
どうクリス？
そうですね。結論から言ってしまうとタイムマシーンは可能ではない。
I see.
けれど不可能とまでは言い切れないといったところでしょうか。
That wasn't what she originally said. Oh, the flashbangs.
最初に結論を言ってしまうとタイムマシーンなんていうのはバカらしい代物だということです。
Yeah. That's what Kuriso had said in the Alpha word line. I remembered that well. Of course he does. He always remembers everything well.
俺はタイムマシンなんてバカらしい代物だと思うけどな。
He's repeating what she said to him. I remembered our old debate and decided to repeat what Kuriso had said then.
そう決めつけるのは早計ですよ。
Wow, but she said that.
そうかな。確かに世界中の科学者がタイムトラベル理論を提唱している。主な理論だけで11あるが。
Yeah, he's saying back the shit that Kuriso said to him.
どれも仮説の域を出ない。しかも理論同士が矛盾し否定し合っているものまである。
Yeah.
ええ。
例えば宇宙ひも理論やワームホール理論。
Yeah.
これらは思考実験としてはタイムトラベルを可能にするが、そもそも宇宙ひもだのエキゾチック物質だのどこからどう探してくればいいのか見当もつかない。
Yeah.
つまり現実的ではない。
It's not realistic. This was also something that Kuriso had told me in the Alpha word line. Yeah. But the Kuriso on the screen was unmoved.
それは科学者がまだ重大な何かを発見できていないからでしょうね。
Huh.
それじゃあ君はタイムマシンをいつか作れると思っているのか？
Even though we know that it is possible.
不可能とまでは言い切れない。そう言いましたね。
She's so much more different. Why? Yeah, her opinion was slightly different. Was this because I was in the beta word line, or perhaps?
なあ、ヒアジョーさん。彼女は自分がオリジナルの記憶から派生した存在だということは認識しているんだよな。
もちろん。
So Amadeus knows, okay.
じゃあ、うまい例が思いつかないんだが。
Yeah.
一卵性ソーセージみたいなことはあるのか？生まれた時は見分けがつかない。だが育つにつれて差異が出てくるとか、そういうこと。
それについてはまだ検証中だけれど、蓄積されていく記憶が異なれば当然元の人間とは違うものになっていくと思うわ。
I see. It's not the
私と
exact
教授は
same.
そう考えている。
It's not the exact same Kriso. She already has different opinions from the original one. Damn.
そっか。
It was then that I heard the door on the other side of the partition slam shut.
教授かしら？
Slam shut? So it was open?
あの大きな足音はそうじゃないでしょうか。
Huh. I could definitely hear somebody stomping around outside. And then after a heavy knock on the door to the booth flung open. So he came into the office probably and closed the door then. Hi. Oh my god, he's so close. Rintaro! That's funny. What? Rintaro? The professor opened his arms wide as he came inside. He grabbed my hand and began to wave it around. I hadn't realized he was this friendly. He seemed to think he was giving me a handshake, but it felt like I was being worked over by a pro wrestler. Oh my god, he is kind of like childish, just as Maho said. Damn.
Hey boy, what's up?
What's up?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
He's like, where's my 101 English right now?
岡部さん、ひどい英語ですね。
Hey, don't roast me. You're programmed, first of all.
黙れクリスティーナ。
Oh, he said it! He said Christina.
クリスティーナ
Yep. Oh no, I was so focused on the professor that I used my old nickname for her.
なんでもない。気にしないでくれ。
Oh my god.
気になります。なんで私がクリスティーナなんですか
Don't question
なん
that.
でもないというのに。
A bad habit is what this
な
is.
んでもない割には動揺してますよね。
Uh-huh.
しつこいぞクリスティン。クリス。
This is very bad. I wonder if Krisa will ever find out about the memories that Rintaro has about herself. Or the person that she is modeled after. That Amadeus is modeled after. Maho's also like, huh? Krisa and Maho both seem lost and found.
クリスティーナって呼んでいたのね。
So?
君もそこに食いつくな。
Yeah. I didn't want any more questions about this. Since the professor was here, I decided to ask more about how Amadeus's memories worked. Okay.
教授、アマデウスの記憶を外部から改ざんすることは可能なんですか？
Externally modified. But the professor wasn't listening to my quiz! Hello? He seemed to be frantically searching his pockets for something. Come to think of it, I didn't see that translator device on his ear. He must have been looking for it, which meant odds were good he didn't even understand my question. Well.
私の記憶の改ざんですか？理論上は可能です。
I see. Krisa herself answered in the professor's place.
例えば、私が自分の名前をクリスティーナであると思い込む。
Oh
そう
my
信じ
god.
ることもできるでしょう。
Okay, don't do that.
普通のデータと違い、記憶データはとても複雑です。
Oh, I love that.
今のところ、改ざんに成功した例はないと認識しています。
Huh.
仮に改ざんに成功した場合でも、私がそれに気づいて自分で修復してしまうでしょう。
I see.
私は私以外アクセス不可の領域にログを取っていますから。
Oh.
つまり秘密の日記ですね。
I see.
その日記と現在の記憶との間に不自然な齟齬があれば、私は高い確率で疑問を抱きます。さらに言えば、私の記憶データは定期的にバックアップされています。
Damn.
自己修復が不能なほどに改ざんされたとしても、復旧することが可能なんですよ。
I wonder if a moment will ever come in this story where she is not able to repair herself.
最終バックアップから改ざんされた時点までの記憶はなくなってしまいますが。
Oh.
そっか。
Uh-huh. Regardless of the topic of discussion, it felt strange. What Maho had said before she loaded Kurisu was true. I was starting to feel like I was chatting with the real Kurisu. The way she wouldn't let you get a word in edgewise, once she started talking about science, was exactly like the real Kurisu.
しかし、興味深いな。
What is? I turned toward Kurisu and spoke.
君は自分のことを機械として客観的に語ることができている。小説や漫画でよくあるパターンだと、自分は機械ではない人間だとか言い出しそうなものだ。
それは全くナンセンスですね。
Damn!
人間そのものが自分をハードウェアとソフトウェアの組み合わせとして語るじゃありませんか。
I guess so.
医学とか心理学とか
Depending on the subject.
そういう名においてね。
Uh-huh.
それとどこが違うんです？
Dude, there's a lot of difference. We have built technology up from scratch. We are not God, okay?
なるほど。
Oh shit. There was a bottle here, I'm sorry.
さすがへりくつなら誰にも負けないわね、この子。
When she heard this, Krisa turned towards Maho, her CG eyes big and round, though it was really just a camera sensor moving.
ねえ先輩、余計なお世話かもしれませんけど、
Yeah.
口が悪いのを少し直した方がいいですよ。
Oh my god.
せっかく春が来そうなのに嫌われたらどうするんです？
Oh no. No, no, no. This is not what this is.
だからその話に戻るのはやめなさい。
Oh my god.
けど私にとっては今一番興味があります。
Okay, great. Love
一
that.
番どうでもいいことでしょ、そんなの。
これが人生最後のチャンスだったらどうするんですか？
What do you mean? Is she that unlikable in your opinion to men? Hello?
あなたこそその口を改めなさい。
Oh my god. I mean, I guess she means that she's that unattractive to men, is what Krisu, like, presumes here. Oh my god, please, bro! Bruh. Dr. Leskinen was clapping his hands together and laughing. I had to chuckle a little too. My god. Afterward, the three of us, including the professor, talked to Krisu, discussing technical subjects and making small talk. Well, here we go. The next thing I knew, it had been almost an hour. I actually felt a little sad when Maho told me that it was time to stop. This is already bad. He's already getting emotionally attached to this. In just a single hour, the strangeness I'd felt about Amadeus had disappeared, and I felt like I was really talking to Krisu. This is bad. Oh no. I'm very afraid for Rintaro's mental health through the course of this game. Dr. Leskinen stopped me before I left. Hello. Oh, he will definitely come back. I tilted my head when I heard the professor speak through the translator.
Amadeus にはタイヤ散歩が少なくてね。うちの研究室の子たちを総動員してはいるのだけれどね。
とはいえ、アマデウスはまだ研究段階だし、誰彼構わず接触させるわけにもいかないわ。
I see ya.
そこでクリスの友人だったリンタロにぜひとも協力してほしいんだ。
Huh. I remember they'd mentioned something about being a tester at the party, so this is what they were talking about.
私と教授はしばらく日本に滞在する予定なの。だからテスターをお願いするのはその間ということになるわね。
は
あ。あなたにしてもらいたいのはとにかくクリスと対話を重ねてもらうこと。
This is the worst possible combination I can think of. Considering how broken up Rintaro is about her death still, and also about talking to a fake Krisa. This is a deadly combination right now. Oh my god.
具体的なノルマのようなものは特にないわ。気が向いたら話をするぐらいでいい。
I wonder how Krisa will develop though, how Amadeus will develop with our input from Rintaro.
ただ、月に2回程度は私と教授にテスト経過の報告をしてほしいの。
Twice a month? How long is this game? For which duration is this game going through? Huh.
それと申し訳ないけれど報酬は出せないんだ。そこも含めて考えてみてほしい。
I see.
俺は
Yeah.
亡くした友人をそっくりそのまま再現した AI と話をさせる。
Yes.
それは君にとってとても残酷なことだとは理解しているつもりだよ。
Yes, it is very cruel. I'm glad you acknowledge that.
乗り気でないのなら断ってくれていいからね。
Oh my god. I remembered what it had felt like to talk to Kriso. When the monitor was just about to turn off. This is what Kriso had said. Let's talk again sometime, Okaba Rintaro-san. That's what I'd hoped for when I came here, wasn't it?
やります。
Oh no. Oh,
やらせてください。
Oh no. Oh no. Bad. Why aren't they checking the mental health of their testers before this experiment? Okay, I thought I was ready when I accepted the job, but I had never expected this. Huh? Oh no, Amadeus is writing. A call from Krisu. This ringtone is more canon, is more... Oh my god. Okay, it's getting worse. I have to answer.
はい。
Hi. Basically my VTuber on my phone.
マキセですけど。
Oh, I remember. Kurisu was displayed on the screen. I remember every time we called her. She used to say that. Yes, it was Amadeus. The app the professor had given me allowed me to access the servers at Victor Condria University from anywhere 24 hours a day.
岡部さんからクリスの方へ呼びかけることができるのはもちろんだけれど、クリスの方からあなたに呼びかけてくることもあるから、その時はうまく対応して。
Oh my god. This I hadn't predicted. I'd never thought she would call me. Or that her face would be so displayed on the screen. Could be. Wait.
クリスティーナですけどって自己紹介した方が良かったですか?
Oh my god, why are you already giving me sass? Also have to backlog this. I'd never thought she would call me or that her face would be displayed on the screen. Yeah, this is making it even harder. She looked really mad. I could guess why. I had gotten 8 calls from Chris and I had ignored them all!
事情はレスキネン教授や先輩から聞いています。だから最初に一言こちらから挨拶しようと思っていたんですが。
Yeah.
まさか8回もイルスを使われるとは思いませんでした。
Damn, she is mad. He's going through a lot and he isn't talking to anyone about this.
なんで黙ってるんですか?
I have trauma. Talking to a realistic girl on my smartphone with so many people around was pretty embarrassing. Typical VTuber experience.
話す気がないならそれはそれでいいんですが。
Huh.
なんなのよ。せっかくいつも以上に人と話せるチャンスだと思ってたのに。バカみたいじゃない。いずれにせよ、テスト中は私はあなたといつでもつながっていますから。
Oh, okay.
気が向いたらどうぞ連絡してきてください。こっちも忙しいので、あなたの連絡にいつも出れるかどうかわかりませんけど。
Backhanding him, I see him. Man, what is this? More than that strangely polite, friendly Krise from yesterday. Angry, stubborn, more curious than anyone. The way she seemed to be constantly challenging you.
それでは、お邪魔しました。
Yeah, she's more like our Krise that we know than ever. I realized that this really was Makisa Krise. That was the girl I'd spent those 3 weeks with. Lab mem number 4, my assistant. Christina, aka Makisa Krise. Her movements were a little more jerky than I'd seen on the computer in Dr. Leskinen's office, but evidently that was because of the smartphone. This alone was enough to make me feel like my heart was being squeezed dry. I stood still holding the smartphone tight. He's going through a phase right now, through something. Our ominous ringtone is more fitting than ever, is what I meant to say, by the way. Like, this, every time Amadeus is on my screen, I am very afraid for my sanity. How would you say it? I thought to myself as I ran to catch up with the others. Maybe Dr. Leskinen was right, and this test would be a very cruel thing for me. But even so, in my mind, I was already starting to think about what I would talk about with Krise. Yeah. He has it very bad right now. Very bad. Hi, hello? What is the slideshow? Here Jomaho was remembering. She was remembering the last night she'd spoken to Makiso Krise in person. Wow, 2010 March. Okay.
冗談じゃないわ。こんな大事な時期になんで私が
I'm seeing Krise in a flashback! Oh my god. It's very interesting though. She is still in America probably during this time. Yeah. That night, Krise was whispering to herself a lot. Victor Condria University's Brain Science Institute. Maho and Krise worked in the same room at the lab. Thus, Maho was forced to hear Krise's angry mumblings whenever she wanted to or not. Whether she wanted to or not. A little was fine, but she's been acting like this all day and it was keeping Maho from concentrating. She finally snapped and turned away from the paper she was writing.
ねえ、ちょっとクリス?
Yeah. Yes, English was the language most commonly used at Victor Condria University. When the other staff and professors were around, she'd always use English, but when it was just her and Krise, Maho would often speak in Japanese.
いい加減にしてくれないかしら?
Huh?
え? ああ、何がです?
Oh my god. Krise stopped messing with her luggage and turned around.
うるさくて集中できないのよ。
There was...
この論文、明日までに教授に提出しないといけないんだけど。
Huh. Maho, that was the last conversation between Maho and Krise.
もしかして私独り言言ってました？
騒音郊外で訴えてあげようかしら。
Oh my god.
すみません。
She does quite talk to herself a lot, huh? Kalisa apologized and started to scratch at the back of her head. Maho decided to calm down by standing up and going to the shelf where the research notes were kept. There were several books she needed for her paper, but they were all up on the top shelf. Oh no! Oh no. Who put them there? This must be someone's idea of a prank, she'd said, as she stared up at the heavy book. She decided to try and reach for it, but no matter how she stood on her toes, she came nowhere close. Well, her tiny little arms seemed to her like dead branches waving in the wind. She bit her lip. After she'd skipped grades to go to college and then come to work at this lab, she'd had more chances than ever before to hate her small statue. Whenever she walked outside after dark, the cops would stop her. Even with her ID, she couldn't get into bars, and buying medicine and alcohol at drugstores was a pain. The most humiliating part was that no matter where she went, everyone thought she was in middle school. Nobody believed her when she said she was 20. I'm sure there are people out there like that, I'm pretty sure. Some people just look very, very young. Childlike. Oh man, and it's very hard for such people to build relationships without being judged by society. Oh man, this sucks. Everything in America was just too big! Well, a burger. Yes, please. Kurisa noticed the trouble Maho was having and came over. But Maho was stubborn and decided to pretend nothing was wrong. Great. Totally. Totally. It's not like I need your help or anything. My god. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh. I see. Kurisa easily reached up to the highest shelf and grabbed the book Maho wanted. Oh my god! You're just really small! Huh? Kurisa covered her mouth when she realized she'd said something she shouldn't have. Yeah. Hey! Oh, so Maho's already going to Japan and Kurisa will come later. I see. I think like Maho is surprisingly mature just now in that moment because she didn't blow up in Kurisa's face just because Kurisa implied that she was very small. She probably knows that her whole life and hears about that her whole life, so you know. Kurisa handed over the book as she spoke, and then suddenly her eyes went wide and began to sparkle. Uh-huh. Talking to yourself? It looked like Kurisu had come up with a new idea. This was a regular occurrence for Kurisu and Maho was used to it. Of herself?
Amadeus?
Ha! I see. No matter how advanced an AI was, it wouldn't talk to itself unless you programmed it to do that. And there was no need, or even a point, to a feature like that. Yeah. Huh. Doesn't that make the AI more human if it talked to itself? By itself? Oh my god. If an AI started talking to itself, that might be a good indication that there was a self to talk to. But Maho hesitated to agree with her. Ayo? Well, maybe we are gods by creating people, aka AI that is very, very human. Maybe you are gods, you know? You better watch what you say! My god, Kurisa's expression dimmed. Kurisa and Maho were both treated as heretics in the lab. Especially since they were both Japanese and women! Oh, I love that combination. And Kurisa was simply too talented. Oh man, nobody ever actually did anything. But a lot of the older scientists were definitely avoiding her. Poor girl! She is distanced from everyone because she's too smart and too talented. This actually sucks. Dr. Leskinen was the chief scientist, and the fact that he liked the two of them was all that let them do their research in peace. Was I see. Huh. They can do whatever they want because Dr. Leskinen likes them. Well, if the other scientists heard what Krisa just said, who knows what they do. Maho patted Krisa on the shoulder. She's going to Japan, obviously. She's packing her suitcase. I'm so stupid, guys. No wonder Maho said that she was glad that she made friends with Rintaro. That she was glad that Krisa made any friends at all, because I can see now that she doesn't have a lot of connections here. This sucks.
どうして？向こうの生活だって楽しいと思うけれど。
留学するなら大学院ですよ。なんで高校なんですか？
Why high school?
仕方ないでしょ。日本では年齢的にあなたはまだ高校生なんだから。
Well, she's not amused by that.
教授の思いやりは素直に受けておきなさいな。
Oh my god. Maho remembered what Dr. Leskinen had said. Kurisu has a fragile personality. All the bickering in the lab is putting her under a lot of stress, and she's at her limit. It might ruin her as a researcher. That's what the professor had said. He was really worried about her. He's actually kind.
もともと7月になれば日本に行かなくちゃいけなかったんだから、ちょうどいいじゃない。
Oh, so she was longer in Japan than I thought.
はい。実はそれも憂鬱で。
When?
秋葉原テクノフォーラムだったかしら？
公演なんて慣れてないし、何をどうしていいのか。
You will do great.
サイエンス誌に論文が載った以上、これからもどんどん増えるわよ。
Yeah.
練習しておかないとね。
やだな。
She doesn't like public speaking, I see him. Kurisu whispered to herself. Maho didn't like being around lots of other people either, so she knew how Kurisu felt. But there were a lot of scientists who wanted to be published in a major journal, then go on to give public lectures. And she'd beaten out many of them to win that honor. People were jealous. She needed to fulfill her responsibilities, even if just to shut them up. Maybe I'm not that much better though, huh? Maho suddenly laughed a little and hated herself for doing it. Maybe I'm just as jealous as they are. That feeling, which was a little like fear, was something that she always felt. This is the Amadeus and other music dude reference that Rintaro was concerned about. Maybe it's true, you know? The girl in front of her was just that different from Maho. Someone she could never reach, no matter how hard she tried. Someone who'd surpassed everything she'd ever done almost instantly.
Senpai?
Yeah, she's also jealous of you. Kurisu was peering into her face, confused. Maho felt flustered.
日本でお父さんには会うの？
Oh, this piece of shit. She'd heard that Kurisu's parents weren't divorced, but that they were separated. Her mom was still in America and her dad was in Japan. After Maho said it, she'd wondered if that was too personal a question. But Kurisu smiled a little.
実は父から招待状が届いたんですよ。
Oh, fuck.
へえ。
And it's only to flex on his way smarter, way more talented daughter. I want to throw up.
夏頃、新しい理論の発表会をするそうです。それを見に行こうかと思ってます。
新しい理論って？
Kurisu's smile changed into a small expression of consternation. Okay.
まだ詳しく聞いてないんですよね。相対性理論に関することらしいんですけど。
I see. Theory of relativity. We also had mentioned it a lot, but I need to check that still. Refers to both Einstein's special theory of relativity published in 1905 and his general theory of relativity published in 1916. Represented by the famous equation E equals mc. I don't know how you say that in English. Times 2? I don't know. The special theory of relativity is defined by the following axioms. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. As velocity approaches the speed of light, the passage of time approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, length approaches 0. As velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. The general theory of relativity has the following axioms. In the presence of large gravitational fields, the passage of time slows down. In the presence of large gravitational fields, space is curved, and mass increases. Interesting. Many people already probably knew that, but I did not. Because that is right, you are on the Smooth Brain channel, do not forget. Mao felt like she was hiding something, but didn't question her anymore. Maybe Chris is not that impressed by the topic. Ha!
何がいいですか?
そうね。せっかく秋葉原に行くのだから何か珍しいものがいいわ。
Something rare.
秋葉原詳しいのよね。
Don't tell me she was going to gift her the upa. Don't tell me she was going to gift Maho this goddamn fucking upa, and that is why she smiled at this fucking upa. There's no way.
なんでです?
There's no way.
休憩時間によくそういうサイト見てるじゃない。
まさかアマデウスが喋ったんですか?
Oh my god!
あの子はそんなことしないわ。
Yep.
あなた、私が後ろにいるのに動画に夢中になってて気づかないことがあるよ。
The Ed channel experience, everyone. Haha, busted.
バレていたなんて。自分のうかつさが憎い。
Well, got him. Krista actually seemed upset for once. This really surprised Maho.
先輩、お願いです。どうか他の人たちには内密に。
Okay.
別に隠すことはないと思うけれど。
Yeah. The idea of sharing a secret with Krisu made Maho happy. Now they are on the same level.
言わないでおくわ。
Nice.
助かります。
Hell yeah. Krisu seemed genuinely relieved. Maho continued.
ね
え。Yes?
あなたが日本から戻ってきたら、アマデウスが独り言をつぶやけるかどうか、二人で検証してみましょう。
Huh.
はい。
They never figured that out, did they? Oh my god. Krisu had a very happy look on her face. It was the face of a born scientist who loved to explore the unknown more than anything in the world. Her smile was as innocent as that of a child who'd just been given a new toy. Oh man, it was very beautiful. And it was one of the reasons that Maho liked the younger researcher quite a bit. But the promise the two of them made would never be fulfilled. In fact, they would never ever even meet again. Yeah, she died. It felt like she was thinking about Krise more and more since she'd come to Japan. Maho didn't know if it was because she was in Japan or because she was talking with the Amadeus Kirisu more often. Or maybe, was it because she'd met the young man named Okabe Rintaro?
私の知らないクリスを知っている人か。
He has spent a lot of time with her, okay? Like a lot? Oh my goodness. And he's very traumatized by her death. Thinking back, the first day they'd met, she'd broken down and cried right in front of him, yeah. It was something she didn't really want to remember. She chased the memory away out of embarrassment.
さては、岡部さんのことを考えていましたね。
Oh my god, so what? So what? He's the love of your life, I guess? She snapped her head toward the PC monitor. Oh, don't laugh at me. Robot. Clank. I'm sorry for using the hard C. Maho was in the middle of a conversation with Krise.
そうね。
She shrugged her shoulders and tried to ignore Krise's mischievous smile.
不思議だと思わない？レスキネン教授が岡部さんのことをあそこまで買っているなんて。
I think
二
it's
度しか会
kind
っ
of
たことの
strange.
ない相手なのに、あなたのアクセス権も渡してしまったし。
Yeah, I also think that's strange. This is, I think, why I don't trust him really. Even though he seems like a nice guy who actually cares about Krise a lot, he's kind of sus. Like, he's maybe hiding some shit. I don't know.
そこまで信用していいのかしら。
誠実そうな人でしたが。
Did he?
向上心があるのかないのか。
Yeah.
少しつかみどころがない人だったわ。
Yeah.
好きなんですか？
Oh my god.
あなたね。
Shut your mouth! Maho brought her face closer to the monitor and glared. But Kirisu seemed unconcerned.
別に取り繕う必要はないでしょ。
Huh?
昨日は本人の目の前だったから仕方ないにしても、今は私たち二人きりですし。
Okay. So, Kirisu may not have looked like someone who would, but she really enjoyed this sort of gossip. Maybe girl talk was the right word. Maho sighed and sat back in her chair. The creaking sound echoed throughout the empty office.
本当にそんな感情はないわ。
Uh-huh.
岡部さんがどんな人なのかさえまだよく分かっていないのだから。
We only know each other for like 3 days? Maybe 4?
なるほど。まあそうでしょうね。
What do you mean by that? Kirisu let the matter drop. Okay, God. Good, thank God. This bothered Maho a little. Okay.
ただ気になるのは。
Yeah.
何です？
いえ、なんでもないわ。
Is it this questionable time travel? Mao had been spending a lot of time thinking about something since yesterday, to the point where she'd even put off her research. What kind of relationship was there between Kurisu and Okabe? Love. What was Kurisu feeling in the days before she died? She would have lived to ask Okabe if she could. She would have liked to ask Okabe.
先輩、私のオリジナルと岡部さんは知り合いだったんですか？
Yeah. Maho shivered. It was as if Kurisu had been reading her mind.
どうしてわかったの？
They are. I mean, she can guess from the time they spent together, from the memories that were implanted in her.
岡部さんの話や先輩の反応などを聞いて判断しました。
Huh.
状況証拠を積み上げただけですが、証明しましょうか？
別にいいわ。あなたのことだから反証の余地もないでしょ。
Oh my god. The way they used words like proof in normal conversation showed that both Maho and Kurisu were scientists at heart. Yeah, I
相手
guess
だけが
so.
一方的に私との記憶を持っているのでは、対話に齟齬が出てしまう可能性が高いです。
Oh.
彼と話していく上でどうするのかはあなたに任せる。岡部さんの方から切り出してくるかもしれないし、なんならあなたから聞いてみてもいいわ。
Oh, I don't know if he wants to talk about that. Maho still didn't know if Okabe would even access Amadeus at all. They weren't forcing him to.
知らないふりをするというのは嘘をついているのと同じことになりますよね。
Yeah, maybe.
興味深いデータが取れそうな気がします。
Okay. Log in on that data, I guess. Yes, it was interesting. But that was her opinion as a researcher working on Amadeus. How would Okabe Rintaro feel about it? Wouldn't this be rubbing salt on the wounds in his heart? Yes, Maho realized she was getting much too sentimental. It's a valid
やっ
concern.
ぱり日本に来たせいなのかもしれないわね。
Japan makes you more sentimental? The more you know. It'd been a week since she'd arrived. The first thing she planned to do was offer flowers. But she still couldn't bring herself to visit the Akihabara Radio Kaikan, the place where Kurisu had died. Oh my god. Yeah. She still couldn't visit her. Hello? Huh? The sun was set. Who's that? What? The sun was setting earlier now that December had arrived. Who are you? Nakase Katsumi was surprised by how quickly it gotten dark while she was out rummaging through the cosplay shops. Who are you, girl? The wheeled suitcase on the ground next to her felt heavy. She'd done her best to jam everything she'd bought today inside, and it was bursting at the seams. Okay. Interesting. I feel like, guys, I might need to stop my episode here. I may have recorded too much again. I'm very sorry about that. Actually, we might just finish this text and see where this is going. So this is Nakase Katsumi. Okay. Still, spending a whole day shopping with her cosplay friends was a lot of fun. Is she one of Mayuri's cosplay friends? I think so. She felt tired, but it was a good tired. Her footsteps were light as she walked back to the station. Ah!
ぶきちゃん、
Yeah, she is one of Mayuri's cosplay friends, I see.
わかる？
Huh.
だって今日はいっぱい買い物できて超楽しかったもん。
Oh my god.
満足満足。
Uh-huh.
ふぶきちゃんのおかげでまゆしーも楽しくお買い物できたよ。
Nice.
付き合ってくれてありがとう。
She's so cute, bro.
まゆしーのためならお茶の子さいさいだって。
Same. Would you try and throw for her? Answer no. Fukubi, Fukubi, what? Fubuki tried to grab her friend Shina Mayuri for a hug. Mayuri dodged out of the way. Mayuri may have looked like an airhead, but she was actually quite athletic. Fubuki, by the way, was Nakase Katsumi's cosplay name. Okay. Hi. Katsumi was in her second year of high school. She and Mayuri were the same age, but were total opposites. Katsumi was boyish and athletic, and when she cosplayed as a male character, she attracted more female kameko than male ones. What is kameko? Short for kamera kozo. Okay. Refers to those who appear en masse at anime conventions or wherever cosplayers frequent, and use expensive SLR cameras to take pictures of scantily clad women. Oh my god, this is this. Okay, I see her. My goodness. Everyone is unhinged. Holy fuck. Oh, are those also Mayuri's cosplay friends? Whoa. The four friends had gone to cosplay shops along Yugawaya Otome Road and Tokyo Hands in Ikebukuro, then moved to Akihabara and visited several more. A lot of cosplay shops, huh? Tips. Fictional, a home improvement center chain based out of Tokyo. Unlike most stores of its nature, Tokyo Hands has many department store-style buildings located around major train station instead. Oh, wide variety of products from professional grade tools and materials to accessories to a whole host of other miscellaneous goods. Nickname of 200-meter long street located near the east exit of Ikebukuro station. Ah, famous for selling female-oriented doujinshi and anime merchandise, and as a result is known far and wide as an illustrious sacred place for female otaku, hence the name Otome Road. Ah, I see, yeah. A large specialty store, Sell craft and hobby supplies, okay. There are over 60 locations, okay, good to know. Yes, a massive otaku event held every year in August and December at Tokyo Big Side. Yep, I remember Komima. Ha, Komima, oh my god. This was all part of their final preparations for winter Komima. Yep. Oh man, so she's Kaida, okay. Aww. She has so many friends. Kaida sounded a little worried. Her real name was Kurishima Kaede, and she used her real name as her cosplay pseudonym. She was 3 years older than Katsumi and in college. Okay. Kaede was extremely feminine, and her measurements were just like the ones magazine models claimed to have, but she was very shy. People had tried many times to persuade her to enter the pageant at her college, but she'd always refuse, saying normal events are kind of scary. I see ya. But even so, cosplaying at Komima with the rest of them was something she looked forward to. Cute! Breaking out of her shell a little. Amayuki. Okay. Interesting. Hello? Amayuki proposed. Marriage? She had very noble, elegant features, but the rest of her was easygoing and laid back. Though Katsumi was a fellow girl, she still thought Amayuki was beautiful. A lesbian? Even her light blue, penetrating eyes lacked the arrogance that beautiful women usually possessed. They were filled instead with a friendly light. Guys, I think our protagonist here might not be very straight, but that's okay. Her real name was Amanayuki. We also have Amanayuki's contact on our phone. She is not Suzuha, but she has still the name Amane. She was a senior at Meiji University and in the same club as Kaede. She was the oldest of the four. She'd once tried to give up cosplay and focus on job hunting. After just 6 months, she'd given up on work and gone back to costuming. I see. The oldest of the four, huh? When an unemployed person seeking employment, often used to refer to college kids looking for their first real career-oriented job. Job hunting, I see him. Since then, she'd been spending more time with Katsumi and the others. Aww, she does a lot of work, she must. She's very studious. Everyone smiled at her, but Mayuri quickly shook her head. Aww. Aww. Supportive friends. Aww.
それに私、まゆりちゃんみたいに素敵な衣装を自分でも作ってみたいなってずっと思ってたの。
Cute.
まゆしーの衣装ってクオリティ高いもんね。ほんと感謝してるんだから。
Oh, she has great supportive friends. I love that.
ね、まゆりちゃん、ぜひ手伝わせてほしいな。
Cute.
じゃあみんなで作ろう。
Aww. Cute. Katsumi knew that it made Mayuri really happy when someone praised her cosplay outfits. Aww. She's very passionate.
でもそれとは別にね、まゆしーはみんなにお願いしたいことがあったのです。
Uh-huh.
お願い？実は。
Mayuri told them about an event that had quickly become a mainstay of the Japanese holiday year. Okay.
クリスマスパーティー。ゆきさんも楓さんもふぶきちゃんもぜひ来てほしいなって。
That's really cute.
クリスマスパーティーか。
Damn, this person on the right whose name I forgot, she doesn't look pleased by that suggestion.
どうかな。
Aww.
私行きたい。
Oh my god, girl! Relax. Katsumi's only plan for Christmas Eve was dinner with her family, so she raised her hand instantly. None of her friends at school wanted to do anything that night. She'd been a little put out about that, since it meant they all had boyfriends. Well...
私も大丈夫だよ。
Aww. Here. Kaede also nodded, but Yuki seemed a little hesitant, yeah. Why?
私はどうしようかな。もしかして制約があるの？そりゃゆきさんほどの美貌の持ち主ならイブのデートに誘ってくる男子は山ほどいるでしょう。
Oh my god. Oh no.
そんなことないよ。
What's your plan then?
そうなの？だったら私がほっときません。
What?
ふぶきちゃんとクリスマスにデートできるなら他のどんな予定よりも優先しちゃう。
Okay. Ayo?
ゆきさんラブ。
Oh my god!
ふぶきちゃんはまゆりちゃん一筋じゃなかったの？
Oh my god.
まゆしだって楓ちゃんだって大好きだぜ。
We support women loving women, alright? We support them in this household. I love that. That's so funny. Katsumi quickly jumped over to Kaede and gave her a big hug. Kaede was soft and smelled good, and enduring this sort of sexual harassment was nothing new for her. That is actually fucked up. What the fuck? Yeah, she's used to it, it's fine. What the fuck?
それでね、ゆきさん。
I feel like this Yuki person, she has a similar voice to Suzuha. Which is kind of concerning because might Yuki be Suzuha's mom? Might that actually be Yuki, one of Mayuri's cosplay friends? What the fuck? Nah, I will refuse to accept that Daru can hit something like that. I refuse to accept that. Oh my god. And this perverted little basement dweller. No, I don't want to be too mean to him. He's actually pretty talented and stuff. Man. But his oh my god, the shit he says sometimes is so unhinged. Anyway, guys, I will end my episode here. I have already recorded quite enough. And I will see you guys in the next episode. I will overwrite this. I will see you guys with the next episode of hashtag girl time and more delusions and hopefully less mental health problems, which I highly doubt that it will get better. But you will see in the next one. Yeah, I hope you guys will join me on my next Steins Gate 0 episode adventure. I don't know how long this game will be. We'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye, scientists all over the world. We will figure out new truths next week. Goodbye.